The Blues, the second game of the day, about to begin.
Welcome back. Ocean View High School, the scene for Olympic Club and LA Athletic Club. Cammie Craig and Greg Meskel here with you as we get underway with our second match of the day, Day 2, Week 3, end of the regular season here in the National League. And we've got the Olympic Club in the white caps taking on the LA Athletic Club in the dark caps. Good day for Olympic Club yesterday. Came into the weekend in second place. And going to work now here in close. And that gets away. And Zach Rhodes in the cage. A little control for Los Angeles. Good look inside, but off the mark. Got the idea what LA was trying to do to find Josh Tice, but sailed a little far. Now Lazar Andrich can control. Zach Muncie's full head of steam. From the outside, Stapleton turned away. Rhodes with a couple of blocks.
Both teams moving back and forth quite quickly, trying to find their flow within this game.
Yeah, some good energy here. Lob attempt, and that one almost slid past Andrich, but he's able to gather. Yeah, at the end of last game, we definitely reached an exhaustion point with both teams, and now we see some fresh bodies out here ready to get up and down.
That's right, and will be the third game of the tournament. End up playing 4 by the end of this weekend. It's been a while since I've played 2 games in one day.
On the turn. And that sets things up for a penalty on the big move. I'll go against Clayton Snyder. Back in action today. Did not play yesterday, but he is here today to compete for LA. Meanwhile, Mulcahy connects, and a 1-0 lead. Our first goal in this one, a 1-0 advantage for O Club.
First goal of the game here, scored on a 5-meter. Up big to find the back of the cage. You know, it's interesting, too, to think about a 5-meter shot being your first shot that you score in a game. You know, potentially this new rule could be a little bit disruptive with how many 5 meters are being called in the flow of a game. I mean, great opportunity. I'm never going to complain about a free shot, but...
And answering, LA responds. Kaplanyan now tied at 1. Well, and I think as we look back at the Kaplanyan goal here, part of the hope is that people aren't committing that many penalties. Almost as if you put this rule in place so that people get off of each other and let them move a little bit more freely. So the game is more free-flowing. There are less whistles. I think almost it comes from the thought that if we increase the penalties for interfering with people as they're trying to operate on offense, over time they may learn to stop doing that, and then we will get just more movement on offense and a little bit more of an exciting, faster-paced game.
Greg, this is water polo. Of course we're going to be hanging all over each other. It's the nature of the sport. And especially the closer you get to the cage, the more the hanging and grabbing happens.
This is true.
But I understand. I would agree with the culture shift here. We'll see if it happens.
Sends it over. Orman and an ordinary foul. Back to Kaplanyan.
1-1 game. LA and Olympic Club. Kaplanyan splitting defenders. Still moving ahead. He drew quite a crowd. And it'll turn over.
Turning right there into heavy traffic. Didn't have a lot of space to attack there.
Here's Hennessey now. Colin Hennessey moving in. Has time, draws a crowd, deals it off. Here's a good look. Off the keeper. Hochschild has that one turned away by Rhodes.
You could see Hennessey being really thoughtful in regards to pulling the defense away from Hochschild to give him as much time as possible to get that read.
Goalie out. Hey, Rhodes coming off of his line. Aggressive.
It's a long center entry pass. You could see Rhodes anticipating that. He was already almost in motion before that center entry pass came in. That's a time where your perimeter players really need to be a second set of eyes for the 2-meter players.
Yeah, needed some help there because it let Rhodes slide out as David Mays comes on in the lifetime sub for LA. Shot clock winding down from the outside, well off the mark from Bryce Horman. Hockey sub here at the side. And so we'll see Paul Reynolds. He's available today for Olympic Club. He was not here yesterday. The leading scorer in National League history makes his debut here in week 3. Immediately goes right to work, driving through the middle, and then from the outside, and Rhodes comes away with the stop, turning away that attempt from Jack Rover. Some personnel that's key to both teams. It wasn't available yesterday. Here today, Paul Reynolds for Olympic Club. We also see Clayton Snyder, Bryce Horman for Los Angeles Athletic Club. Parrish, now Grover. Threads that inside. And an exclusion called as they were working in close for Patrick Fellner.
Great center entry pass, straight to the hand, definitely leading to this exclusion.
But a bad pass. Gave it right away, handed it off to Horman. And sides will come even, so not much effort required for LA to kill off that power play. Hockey sub on the way here for Los Angeles. As we're going to see Mark Vonderveit come in. He'll tag out Horman.
We've talked about the timing of these hockey subs and how they can be a little bit disruptive. These last two have been a little bit chunky in slowing down the offensive attack for both teams.
And now an exclusion. Shot clock reset. It looked as if that was going to be a steal for Olympic Club, but Grover not giving time after the ordinary. He thought he forced a ball under, but instead an exclusion. And now a power play. 1-1 game here in the first. In close and knocked away. Good defense there on the far post. So they were trying to get Mays involved. Now Johnny Hooper's come on. Reynolds takes a look, lets it fly, and continues to do what he does, score goals at a high rate. Paul Reynolds, 2-1 the lead for O Club.
O Club going straight to work on this goal. A pass up from the backcourt down deep. Good center position, allowing Reynolds to really work in and have the space to attack and finding the back of the cage.
2-1 advantage now for Olympic Club. Sun out here now in full force. Not the case yesterday around this time. It stayed overcast until the late morning. Yeah. 2-1 the lead for Olympic Club. High energy start to this one. Big battle inside. Clayton Snyder from the outside. Andrich ranging left. And out, long outlet. That nearly hit Reynolds on the hand, couldn't control it. And the ball back to Los Angeles. Rhodes now moving ahead. Lazar Andrich directing traffic for Olympic Club from the cage.
A vocal goalie. We've heard his voice throughout this tournament thus far.
Reminiscent, and we just saw him here watching Merrill Moses, the longtime goalie for the men's national team for Team USA. Multiple Olympic games in his resume, and one of the most vocal goalies you'll ever come across. And Andrew's similar in that respect, directing traffic, guiding his defense. And now here's Hooper in open water, all alone. Hooper. Goalie out, lob is in, on the money. Johnny Hooper, 3-1.
such a challenging position to be in as a goalie, to be one on no one, and you never know what a player like Hooper's going to throw up. Big fake, falling a little bit, but lofts it up and over.
Yeah, he has such a wide variety of moves on the counter. Never know which direction he's going to go, and in that case, drew the goalie out and went lob, and it's a 3-1 lead for Olympic Club.
I think yesterday we talked about Hooper's turbo button.
Yes.
On the counterattack. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that, a little bit of that action here today.
3-1 the lead for Olympic Club. Under a minute and a half to play, first quarter. And LA gives it up, and now Olympic Club. They are off and swimming. It's Monsees bringing it up near side. Former Cal Bear cruising in, Monsees. He'll take it himself, but Rhodes sends it away. With 1:11 to go. Hooper on the inbound, wasting little time. 2 in a row for Hooper.
You could hear the voices of LA's team saying, "Get to him. Why is he open?"
Nobody there. Minute 7, and Olympic Club surging here at the end of the first, now ahead 4-1. The exclusion. Power play coming for Los Angeles.
LA wasting no time moving that ball around. Big movement, taking the ball in.
Looking for that 6-on-5. Shot clock to 6. In front, redirects, Snyder off the bar. And a penalty called. As the rebound was coming down, Hochschild looked to bat that one away as Josh Tice was going to have a chance to go for the rebound. And as we talk about penalties, taking away a likely goal, and Hochschild didn't give Tice a chance to pursue that ball going towards the cage.
I think that's a pretty tough call there. Them both being outside a little bit outside the post, and you know, it seemed pretty live play of just kind of knocking it away. That's a tough call there. Tough call.
A call made nonetheless, and it leads to Kaplanian scoring. And you're right, it appears to be a loose ball rebound. Hard to say. The way I look at it with a penalty anyway is that, and oftentimes you're taking away what you believe would be a likely goal.
Sure.
Hard to say what Tice would do with that rebound. But much needed for Los Angeles as Olympic Club had jumped out to the 4-1 lead. Kaplanian converts. On the other end, a save for Rhodes on the quick turn from Ballerin. Shot clock is off, just 15 seconds left here in the first. Pushing ahead, but a steal. Good step in front from Fellner. And now here's Reynolds. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds from long range. The lob and the save by Rhodes as time expires in the first. Good energy in this first quarter. Olympic Club out in front over Los Angeles. 4-2. Second quarter up next when we return to Huntington Beach.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
Second quarter underway. Olympic Club and LA Athletic Club, and Olympic Club controls the opening sprint.
Works into center forward. Tice on defense.
Olympic setting up their half-court offense here, trying to find a read of where they want to put the ball in.
That's a tough pass, but they make it work. Ballerin puts that one away on the dish from Hooper. That pass probably shouldn't have worked.
It's these types of connections you enjoy seeing. Notices his teammate has that inside water and lofts it up over two defensive players to find his player on the right on the inside for an easy tip in.
Just skimming the fingertips there of the defender. Hooper obviously knows what he's doing. He makes that work, but it looked dangerous from the release.
Tice with the ball on top, connects over to Flanagan. Again, Snyder works into center forward with Carroll on the defense.
LA moving in, look to running a double post.
They try a little backdoor drive. Instead, the try from the outside is off the mark. In transition, we're going to have the ball out. Perhaps a double. It is.
With a double,
Clayton Snyder and Thomas Carroll both sent to their rooms. And 5-on-5 water polo coming up. Jed McCall, Michael Goldenberg officiating this one, two veteran officials, and going to try and cut out any of the unnecessary interactions here with an early double kickout.
Angles aren't quite right, you know. As a center, it's really about angles so that you can find the quickest and shortest route to the back of the goal.
Back to 6-on-6 now in the field, as Sefton couldn't make anything out of that last one on the entry. Tice now moving in. Andrich denies it with the left, right into the waiting hands of Hooper. He's looking ahead, and that'll be an easy exclusion, as Mulcahy was looking for separation, and he'll get that separation now, cruising in, now draws a crowd, steps through and scores. One-on-one, Colin Mulcahy showing out here in the second quarter.
Mulcahy really putting in the work early on in the counterattack and allowing himself to just go for it and taking care of it on his own. Guys, I got it this time. See you at the lineup.
I'll take it from here. And that's exactly what he did. Got rid of his defender on the exclusion. The second defender dropped off and quickly attacked, but he had no problem single-handedly splitting through that guy and then putting it into the back of the net. So another on the board for Olympic Club, a 6-2 lead. Kaplanian
to Vonderveit.
Vonderveit.
Shot deflected out.
Andrich got a piece of that.
Really?
So 20 more seconds on the shot clock for Los Angeles, but nothing there. An offensive foul. And that has to be frustrating. Under 6 to play, second quarter. Looking inside for Parrish. And Parrish will draw the power play. Parrish right side turning, but Rhodes.
A long way to turn there for Parrish. I mean, to receive that ball there and have to almost do a 360 move to turn and take a look at the cage. It takes some real stable legs to do that move.
Off the post on the second attempt there, out high from Fellner.
Puts it back in full strength with the ball, 5:30.
You can hear Andrich just telling his team, just keep swimming. Orman now controlling.
LA slowly making their way down. I've noticed that LA has been setting high a bit, pushing their offense out about 7 meters. Ended up forcing them to shoot some really long shots for a little bit further out from the cage.
Exclusion called here against Olympic Club. Power play now for LA. In front, dangerous pass, and Sefton bats that one down. Controlled by Fellner in the Olympic Club. And now Reynolds will advance near side.
Reynolds gets the pass, swings it up low. Crosses, Parrish.
Fellner now fills a lane, rockets it home, has a powerful outside shot, and shows it off as the shot clock was down to 4. Put another up for Olympic Club.
Following defense there, right in behind him before you get an arm up and finish to the back of the cage.
And so Olympic Club now goes in front 7-2. This was a close game early on. Olympic Club has been able to assert themselves here and build a 5-goal advantage.
I think taking advantage of their speed has definitely been something that's got them up in this game for sure.
That's Virgie on top of the ball for LA. And a contra foul. Ball back to the Olympic Club.
Offensive. Olympic Club will take control. You talked about their speed. Looking to use it now.
Monsees with the pass back.
Monsees pushing ahead. Mulcahy gets to the chopper on the spin. The helicopter is in from Mulcahy. He gave it up just to get it back.
It's fun to watch his awareness of where his defender's at and what he has open for himself. Understanding his geography in front of the cage, receiving that ball and going for the backhand. One of the best options he had for his positioning right then and where that pass was coming from.
Give a little spin, put that one home, and an 8-2 lead for Olympic Club. The helicopter goals, they do very well on Instagram, Cammie.
Do they?
The water polo crowd, they love to see a good spinning delivery from the outside.
They're going viral.
On the inside and on the 6-on-5, Andrich controls that one.
After this one, though, there's only 6.
And it was back in full strength.
Olympic Club building this lead, doing it on defense, turning it into offense, killing off power play before the excluded player can even get out to the side.
Olympic working to get balanced here in their offense. Only 5 seconds on the clock. Still working away. Seeing an outside shot here. A little bit forced, going high over the cage.
Okay, he put that too high with the shot clock winding down. Under 3:15 left, first half.
They can take the other way. Carr starts it out. Virgie works in set. Guard. They cross it over. Now an exclusion.
Another 6-on-5 coming for Los Angeles. They've failed to take advantage of these as of late.
They're working hard with their movement to try to create these and earn these exclusions, but again, struggling to convert. Intercepted pass here.
Yeah, they haven't even got a good shot off before they've lost the 6-on-5. As Grover was excluded, and now he's back.
Unfortunately and unfortunately, games are won and lost in 6-on-5 and 5-on-6.
Little push shot off the water from Hooper goes off the bar and away as he cruised in on the far side. Virgie controlling far side. That one deflected away.
Not a bad look. Lucky to regain. Again, LA struggled with their balance just a bit and getting deep and really having an in-close offense.
Stepping through. Kaplanyan, nicely done, draws the ordinary. His shot.
And the direct shot. Blacked out, but no shot inside.
A big wind-up straight to the chest. Parrish wasn't awake. He's awake now.
They waved it off regardless. Inside 6 on that attempt. And now Stapleton was all alone, now picked up. 1:40 to play, first half. Inside. And Johnny Hooper splitting 3 defenders to score on the bounce. 9-2, Olympic Club goes in front.
You'll see Olympic, some previous movement happening on this offensive possession, but really strong clearing out, allowing that space for Hooper to come in and have the move that he's having, right? I think if you're going to be driving, if you're going to have a mobile offense, you've got to have the same intensity that you have going into that drive as you are clearing out in front of the cage as well. The more explosive you are in clearing out, you're drawing offense with you, you're maintaining, staying a threat, you're drawing defense, and it allows for space for the next opportunity to go.
This Olympic Club, we touched on it yesterday, they're doing all those things because they've been able to keep a solid core together, work together a lot, play in a lot of tournaments. They've been winning a lot. That breeds confidence in what they're doing.
Well, again, and just the ability to know what to expect out of the players you're playing with. That's really important.
Shot there is field blocked.
Ball back to the Olympic Club.
Under a minute to play, first half.
Reynolds works in, gets the pass in the
Reynolds tries to shovel that one home, and Rhodes is there.
And LA with the rebound. Lions sends the ball down line. Vonderwijk.
On the other end, Andrew turns away the Vonderwijk attempt.
LA ball at the 2.
LA will have a new 20 seconds on the shot clock. 30 seconds left in the first half. Catch and shoot from the outside, Virgie, and that one fails to find the cage.
And exclusion on the 11 dart.
Exclusion in transition. Meanwhile, moving ahead. Give and go. Reynolds on the deal from Hennessey.
Olympic in great position here, just for an easy toss over, pause and finish.
Unselfish play. Olympic Club in front 10-2, starting to blow this one open. Competitive first couple of minutes here. Now Olympic Club is taking charge.
LA will want to take this full clock and see if they can get another point on the board.
Hart takes the pass on top, puts it into Miller.
Entry in and batted away. This has been the story of this first half for LA Athletic Club. Missed opportunities. 2 seconds left. 1, Parrish won't get it off. And Rhodes takes that one down had he gotten that shot off in time. But Olympic Club doing the job here through 2 quarters, in command, ahead 10-2 over Los Angeles. We return with the 3rd quarter after this.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. And welcome back. Second half underway. Olympic Club all over LA Athletic Club, 10-2. Cammie Craig and Greg Meskel joining you here from Ocean View High School in Huntington Beach, California.
Snyder this time works in the set.
Kaplanyan. He's been aggressive. Looking to turn his defender here. Trying to take Hooper for a ride. Gets that shot off, and Andrich is ready for it.
Kaplanyan definitely strong with the turns on the outside, but continues to turn and has nowhere to go.
That's a two-part journey there. Make the turn and then have somewhere to go with that ball.
Olympic taking their time, pulling up to their half-court offense. Might be working in isolation here with their center.
Shot clock about to expire, and an offensive. A battle in close there between Kaplanyan and Ballerin.
LA with the advantage. See if they can push forward and work out this.
Trying to get back into this game. That pass falling just short. And this has been the name of the game here for Los Angeles. Missed opportunities. And now this leads to Paul Reynolds. Reynolds out for a leisurely Sunday swim. Moving in, unselfish. Hands it off and score the goal for Ballerin.
It's always great. Definitely easy opportunity for Reynolds, but passes it off and makes it even easier.
Doesn't need to pad his stats. Gives off to Ballerin.
Again, we talked about Olympic having a few key players that bring a ton of speed to the team and make them incredibly dangerous in that counterattack. That being said, you need to be thoughtful in how you're taking shots and what you potentially may be leaving open or opportunities that you may be creating on the other end.
And LA struggling with some of their opportunities. 0 for 4 on the power play. Just have only gotten 7 shots off, 17 shots taken for Olympic Club. Because of opportunities like this, there's so many takeaways in front of the cage. LA is not even getting shots on cage.
Again, the struggle is LA is struggling to find their balance. And when you're off balance, you become easier to guard. Steals become easier to happen. And so, I mean, really a lot of that comes from the balance.
Nice stop there by Rhodes. Now LA, 3 minutes gone by, third quarter. Low skip, and Lazar able to range left to control that one.
Almost off speed, difficult to read.
Samuel Parr trying to put that one away.
Swansea's with the ball, sizing up the field. Got Sefton in at set.
Fellner, shot clock to 5. Parrish goes inside, surging towards the ball. Sefton, and a penalty at the very last second. With the shot clock about to expire, Sefton draws that penalty.
Sefton with a big move to the ball. Ball definitely came in short, but he was able to make something of it.
And Fellner now the opportunity to put Olympic Club up by 10. He does just that. Patrick Fellner connecting. 12-2. Olympic Club in the lead.
It would be interesting as we collect a video of all of these different angles of the 5-meter penalty shots and see what the consistencies are with certain
approach?
players. Yeah. Do we know this player is always going to go skip low right, or do we know this player is always going to try to go high right? Or
Yeah, what is the typical tendency? It'd be interesting to poll goalkeepers and see what is it that they normally face when they're trying to block 5 meters.
Oh, yeah. We could create an entire database for this.
Shot clock to 5. That's off the mark.
Sends it down deep. That's sharp.
Olympic pushing the counter deck. A little slowed down from a skimmer pass that went a little wide.
Trying to go far post there across the way for Hochschild. Couldn't get up to grab that one a little high.
His arms are long, but they're not that long. Go, go, gadget arms, go.
Needs to be about 7 feet tall to make that one happen.
Yeah.
LA on the attack. Jack Cutler. Inside, a double team, tipped around and taken away. And this is the story here. The Olympic Club defense, they are letting nothing happen for Los Angeles. Nothing coming easy for LA.
Olympics putting LA in a position where they're really going to have to work the defense to move off their line. Either have them come out to the outside players or really stay back in front of that set.
On the skip. Add another. Colin Mulcahy went helicopter earlier. Now more traditional. Outside skip shot. And a 13-2 lead for Olympic Club.
Olympic, again, finding themselves in an advantage position. LA scrambling a little bit here at the last minute. Giving the time to have a great, strong skip outside shot.
And O Club in complete command. What was a close affair early in the first has now been blown open by the defending National League champs. Coming up next, New York Athletic Club takes on Alumni. Looking towards a solid matchup there, followed by Riptide back in the pool against the Cal Bears. Commerce against Collegiate. New York Athletic Club back at it against Cal. And then Cal going back-to-back. They'll take on USA Academy, and then we close things out at 4:10 p.m. with Long Beach State against UCLA.
Starts it up. Valorant sets up and set. Ball goes in for the redirect.
On the inside, and Rhodes there.
LA in a good position here to attack.
Shot clock to 8. Under 2 to play, third quarter. Off the mark. Getting the shot off was Kaplanyan. Substitution coming near side here as Fellner returns. Subbing out Ballerin. Hooper tried to kick that to himself, ended up sending it the wrong direction.
Big, long, cross the pool pass.
That's Hochschild with the ball.
Fellner's turned away by Rhodes. Less than 1:30 to go, third quarter, 13-2 Olympic Club.
Things are slowing down just a bit here in the pool.
Few fakes, shot clock to 1, and LA out of time. And Olympic Club now with the turnover. Reynolds, he'll fan out and wait for some help here, 1-on-3 at the moment.
Hochschild puts it Cooper on top. That's Fellner in its set. And an ordinary foul.
Ordinary called. Shot clock to 7. Olympic Club backing it out. Reynolds takes another chop, and that's a little too aggressive, and exclusion that will go on Rappel. And a timeout called by Olympic Club. Easy call there for the official. Out in open water and just some hard fouls there on the perimeter.
Not many options there. I mean, center's guarded by two players with LA. He really just had to put light pressure on, on the ball.
Why foul that hard? Is he going to shoot from 8 meters? I guess that's a shot you're willing to take. If you're the defense, right, you're comfortable with that, I would say.
Yeah, we'll never know.
A question that will go unanswered.
Also, end of a game, 13-2.
It's only the third quarter, Cammie.
Oh, you're right. We still have a whole nother quarter after this.
That is some fourth quarter behavior. That I get.
Yeah.
One more quarter to go after this, then New York Athletic Club taking on Alumni at 10:20 a.m. Pacific time. This is the last game of the weekend for Olympic Club. So some teams getting 3, some teams getting more than that.
Come back from our timeout. Olympic Club on the power play.
We'll also see the USA Academy squad for the first time today. They were here in the stands watching yesterday. Out of the timeout on the advantage, and Olympic Club makes it count. Fellner from Hooper.
Olympic taking the 3-on-3 positioning here on their 6-on-5. Stepping in for a nice shot there.
.18 seconds left here in the quarter. Shot clock is off. Tough entry inside. Snyder looking to corral that one. Taken away by Olympic Club, and then a ball under forced by LA as Monty's had the ball. So 3 seconds left. LA will try and get a shot off, and that's an exclusion. 1 second left here. They won't get a shot off, but they'll have an opportunity to try and win the sprint to start the fourth and see if they can get the 6-on-5 from there. All O Club, 14-2 ahead of LA. We're back with the fourth after this.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
Fourth quarter has begun. And no 6-on-5 for LA as Olympic Club wins the opening sprint.
Olympic Club wins the sprint. That puts them back at full strength.
So even strength here. Colin Mulcahy rejoins the party. Skip shot, bar down and in. Paul Reynolds adds another. 15-2, Olympic Club.
Olympic using all of their tools today in regards to their speed, outside shooting, and even their center play. You can see Paul Reynolds taking a look into set, looking back at the cage, back into set, and decides to rip it for himself. Again, LA forced to set just a little bit high here today. Olympic keeping them away from the cage, right where they want them, forcing some long shots.
Yeah, they've either been forcing turnovers or the shots that they have allowed have been long range. Inside the backhand, and Curley has come on. So the backup keeper for Olympic Club is checked in.
Crosses it over,
Mulcahy looking inside, great look, but keeper out. Rhodes coming out to turn that one away. Monsees was trying to gather in close on the pass over the top.
A left-handed mishandle. Tried to go for it. Is he left-handed?
He is.
Oh, well, there you go. That makes a lot of sense.
That adds up.
That adds up.
Ordinary. Thought LA had a little bit of an advantage there, trying to get a shot off quick. They try backdoor here, looking for Vonderveit, and instead it ends up in the hands of Curley.
Cross it over.
Pushing ahead now. Here's Thomas Carroll off the post.
And his shot, bars out. Gets his own rebound and a fresh clock.
20 seconds back on the clock for Olympic Club. They can work again. Little two-man game here as Carroll's open. Dealing with Virgie.
Olympic deciding if they want to commit to their full balance offensively.
And Ordinary. Get a little chippy here. Ball coming out. I think we're going to see a double exclusion on the goalie, Rhodes, and then on Carroll. And this was that old move where Rhodes just wouldn't get out of the way to let Carroll go get the ball. And so then Carroll pushed Rhodes. And Michael Goldenberg just not having it today. So
put the ball in play, ball turns over.
He's just double excluding people as necessary. We saw it in the first half to kind of cut out some mischief there and then doing it again here.
It's always interesting getting a double exclusion as a player because the ball goes out and you know what's coming, but there's like this time between the call because the ball is getting asked to be pulled out and it's like, you know you're about to get in trouble. And it's that awkward pause before it happens.
The anxiety.
Yeah. I know it's coming. He's going to do it. Oh, yep, he did it.
I'm leaving.
I got to swim 25 yards back to the box now.
Vonderveit scores here on the other end. That was after Olympic Club could not get a shot off despite LA not having their goalie in the cage after the double exclusion there. We saw that yesterday, goalies not being helpful, passing the ball out, which you understand. Make the player come and swim and get it, but you also can't hug the post, I guess, and not let the person go into the goal to get the ball.
Right.
It is.
Right. No, we were talking about, you know, if the ball's in the back of the cage, but a 5-meter penalty shot has been, and then, you know, the player was going up to the line, takes a look at the goalie like, hey, you're going to pass that out to me? No.
You can come here and get the ball.
Right. I learned that lesson really early on. I think I was 19, fresh to the women's national team, and I had drew a 5-meter and left the ball where it was at and swimming back to go play defense. And Brenda kind of grabbed me on my way back to go play defense, and she says, you always get the ball and you always bring it back to the line. And I was like, roger that. So I always deliver the ball to whoever's going to take the 5-meter penalty shot for me. Creating good habits young, setting the standard, Brenda Villa.
I could just picture 19-year-old Cammie just burning that into your mind. Never again will I leave that ball.
There's been some great lessons learned, like opening up and set and having the ball whack me straight in the face. Brenda says, when I have the ball, be ready. Got it.
Yeah, that's your fault, Cammie, for not being ready to catch that pass.
You know it.
Ball goes in. Loses the handle.
Taken away, and LA controls.
As you take it away, Virgie starts it out.
Approaching the 4-minute mark in the fourth. This one all but over. Olympic Club has had command of this for some time. Backhand attempt there, an easy stop for Curley as Bryce Horman tried to put that one on net.
Again, we see him sitting and setting at 3-4 meters. That's a hard shot to get off that far out. The further out you are, it's easier for that goalie to read that ball coming in towards the cage.
Bellman centers it up.
Parrish takes the ordinary. Reynolds waiting to come on. Here's Hennessey.
And then an exclusion on 12 start.
Kick out called on Virgie.
Back on the power play.
Power play now for Olympic Club with 3:33 to go. Here's Fellner. Good look in close, but it's field blocked away on the Sefton try. And Sefton out, Reynolds in. Offensive. And now Olympic Club ready to make some moves.
Grover takes it back. Curley. And back to Grover.
Grover. Hennessey. Reynolds breaks free. Left his defender. And pushed right in front. Paul Reynolds adds another.
Paul Reynolds seeing what may be available, sneaking behind the back of the defender. Defender not even moving, allowing that free shot to go in.
I wonder if Kaplani thought there was a foul call or something because he let Reynolds swim right behind him and make that catch and put it away. Under 2:40 left in the fourth quarter. Olympic Club 16-3 over Los Angeles Athletic Club.
Hearing a lot of communication from Olympic, trying to organize their defense, allowing LA to get a nice shot off.
Tasman's selling that one. And again, this has been part of the arsenal today. The counter, here's Hochschild. Cruising in, keeper out, turned away. Zach Rhodes denies that Shane Hochschild attempt.
2:15 in the game.
20 seconds back in the clock for Olympic.
Extra time on the shot clock. Grover. Shot clock to 5. Hochschild gives a look, winds up, and puts it wide. Under 2 minutes left now in the fourth. Alumni and New York Athletic Club to follow here as we work our way through day 2, week 3 action at the National League. Save made by Curley on that direct shot. Able to bat it away with the left.
Long outlet pass here.
Reynolds, an epic lob there. Keeper out. And Rhodes is able to swim away with it. And then calls for time. With the 1:08 to play in the fourth. Olympic Club in front 16-3.
It's always impressive when there's a direct outlet pass from the goalie that potentially leads to a goal. That's what we almost saw there with Reynolds. I mean, to do a 1-2 a 1-2 hit there is pretty impressive.
Yeah, and there's some talented goalies we've seen this weekend able to make those sorts of passes. The long outlet, catch that offensive player on the hand, and kind of a turn and go.
We saw an outlet pass this morning directly to the center. It was almost it was a great center entry pass from full range.
And we'll see some strong goalies in our next matchup. McQuinn Barron for the New York Athletic Club, Brandon Brooks for Alumni. A couple of Olympians going at it in the goal.
Dice gets the first pass. And Ordner.
Minute left out of the timeout.
Under our final minute.
And that shot will slide past the defense and Curley.
LA finding the entry pass straight to the hand of the center. Center ready just for a sweep shot that skims right into that back corner.
A low skipper there, able to slide past everybody and in. (16-4) as LA getting one back. Over the top, Reynolds, bar down.
Bars doesn't cross.
No goal, apparently.
For the recovery.
Very close call.
Then Ballerin attacks.
And then Ballerin attacks the cage. And a penalty called against Zach Rhodes. So we've seen that a lot as well.
Yes.
Goalie makes a save, attack that goalie, force the ball under, you're going to get yourself a penalty. And score it eventually as Mulcahy puts it away after the near score from Reynolds.
It's just that kind of second effort awareness that that players are needing to have while they're out there.
Shot clock is off, just 15 seconds left.
Lonnie maintains possession.
Eight seconds left. Kaplanian, big wind up, bigger field block. A chase for it here in the final seconds. And LA won't get a shot off. That's the final. 17-4, Olympic Club. A convincing statement victory here over Los Angeles after a close start early. They pull away for the big victory. Coming up next, New York Athletic Club will take on Alumni right here at Ocean View High School in Huntington Beach, California. We'll step aside and return. You're watching the 2019 National League live on USA Water Polo TV.